Good evening live at 5. That came on a bit unexpectedly. I was just getting my cup of tea. Here it is. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Hi everyone. Ooh. Good evening from me and the big spot on the end of my nose. Fix its moments. Hello everyone. How's everybody's week been? Nice to see you all. Are we all well? Enjoying the sunshine, or has it been raining with you? It's been raining mostly here this week. But there is a positive to come from that. The upstairs ceiling is dry, so that means that the roof repairs have worked. So I was quite glad of a good rainfall to test that out, and it really did throw it down here this week. It's been ridiculous. Hi everybody. Hello Emma, thank you so much for all your support and your stories. Yes, Annette, I'm wearing my new pants. I finished my cargo pants. I don't think I can fit them in on here. But yeah, there we go. So these are the Sew Me Something Ariel cargo trousers. So yeah, they're done. I finished them this afternoon and I was like, do you know what? I'm putting them on and I'm going to wear them tomorrow as well. I think I'm going to film a video about my sewing soon for YouTube, but I have thoughts on them, put it that way. I like them, I'm happy with them. They're going to get worn, but there was just a few issues during the process and I'm not convinced on the length now that they're sewn up. Maybe I need to wear them a little bit lower to get the length that I want, but I prefer things a bit higher on the waist, so I should have done a toile I suppose, but there we go. But I am pleased with them in general. So hello, a few of you joining in. I daren't touch the camera because I'll throw the other camera out. Okay, we've got a few people hopping on now. So yeah, I really need to have a good clean up in here before tomorrow's social session because I've got threads everywhere. It's a bit of a mess. I've just been in here making a state. So this week on live, I'm going to go with Annette's suggestion this week and show you some of the unloved fabrics, boo-hoo, or what I consider to be some of the unloved fabrics. Now, some of these have been on the shelf for a long time, and often I think, I don't really see what the issue is. Don't get me wrong, there's none of these that haven't sold. They just have not sold as quickly as some others, and I think sometimes we can get very caught up in the new and shiny and the new lines come in and they fly out really, really quickly. But these are definitely some of the slower moving items, which I think are still beautiful and have a lot of potential. So yeah, really great idea by Annette and just a little bit of fun to have a look at some of the underappreciated things on my shelves. So it's a proper mixed bag. A few of them are quite autumn wintry. I tried not to get too many sort of coat type things out, but anyway, we'll get stuck in a moment. Oh, thank you so much. That's really appreciate that. You're always very kind to me. Right, okay, let's kick off with this fab jacquard. This is the metallic animal print. Now then, I think there's a very good reason why this hasn't been selling, and I think that's because it's photographed wrong on the website. So, a bit of a daft story. This, when I was picking off the supplier samples, I was like, oh, I really like that. And when it came in, I thought, oh, that's a bit duller than I remembered. And I was like, oh, just a bit, I don't know, a bit lackluster, a bit dark. Looking at the bolt thinking, so I photographed it, couldn't really get a very good picture, put it online. And then a long time later, and I mean several supplier visits later, I got the sample out again and I was like, no, this is totally different to what I had. Went back to the bolt and looked, the whole bolt was rolled inside out. So I've photographed and advertised the wrong side of the fabric. But the right side of the fabric is beautiful. So it was one of those moments where I was just like, oh, dearie me. How can anyone be so daft? So let's just give you a bit of a laugh on how silly I can be. So it's a medium weight, we've still got drape, we've still got movement. It will be lovely for dresses, skirts and trousers. Personally, I think something like the Sew Over It Ava skirt would be perfect in this, just nice and neat. And it's like a deep burgundy wine kind of a colour, and we've got this nice sort of modern leopard design going on with, you see the gold? Like the little gold flecks through it. So it's actually really, really beautiful, but it's been inside out all of this time. So there we go. That one is the metallic animal print. I think that's very underrated. I think it'd make a lovely suit. Maybe. Let me know what you think. Thank you, Annette. Right, okay. Next up on the sort of slow moving, not loved so much line is this beautiful baby cord, and it's a camo print. Now when I got this one in, I thought it was quite funky, a little bit edgy, a little bit more modern. I'm thinking grey camo's pretty cool. I would wear this on like like a little skirt type option. Doesn't really move. Obviously, you know, you can't win them all, can you? Not everybody's into a bit of camo, but yeah, I'm surprised. I don't think this gets the love it deserves. It's a beautiful quality. It's a cotton baby cord. I think it's quite subtle. Equally, I think it would be nice for menswear or boys. I know my son's sort of made eyes at this one before. But yeah, number 2. Let's have some tea. Hello Alice, nice to see you. Yeah, that'd be perfect for cargo pants, wouldn't it? Be cool. Or even something like sort of paper bag type shorts. Could be funky. Just a bit different. Different to a floral. Now then, this is a poplin and a cotton poplin, and I dread to think how long I've had this fabric. I remember having this on the market. Which one do you want a price for? And I will have a look, because these are tagged. We're lucky today. This is the yachting cotton poplin. Now, I enjoy a vintage inspired kind of nautical print. I think for summer they're just fab. How gorgeous is that? It's cute. But yeah, there's a bit left on the end of here, and it's literally been years. I think it's lovely. It's this lovely deep navy blue with these cute little sailboats on. Personally, I'd make something like a nice shirt dress in this, or maybe a sort of full circle-y style skirt to really sort of fully maximise that print. But yeah, I think that's really, really cute. So the camo is £12 a metre, so pretty well priced actually, and this one is £8.50 a metre, so quite a steal. But yeah, a nice summery sort of option. So again, I don't know why that doesn't get the love it deserves. I think it's really cute. Oh, you've got a Bakerloo in it, there we go. It's one of those that every time I get it down I'm like, why does nobody buy it? Maybe it's my pictures. My photography and photo editing skills have definitely improved over the years. Reminds me of a challenge in a past. There was like a nautical one, wasn't there? They did sailor suits, if you remember. That was funny. Some of them were terrible, weren't they? Right, this next one isn't so old, but usually French terries are really, really popular. This one, less so. I think I've seen Carol on the live. I know Carol has some of this one. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, not moved as quickly, this one. I thought being a slightly more non-floral kind of modern print, this one would fly out. But yeah, there you go. You just never can tell. And I think what's very odd about this business, and I have found over the years that often I can think, oh, why is that not selling? And it'll sit there for ages, and then out of the blue, with no promotion whatsoever, something will sell through and like 3 people will buy it all at the same time. I'm just like, why? It's a very, very strange job, this. So basically, to have a shop, you need to have a good range, and sometimes things move quickly and sometimes things move slowly. So it is odd. I think somebody once said to me, you have to stock a lot to sell a little. So this is the Abstract Dash French Terry. And yeah, perfect for, as Carol's saying, for your sort of lightweight hoodies, or you could make sort of joggers or anything with this really. It's very cute. But yeah, that's that one. Okay. Now then. I am not sure if I've ever sold any of this, and it's been here a while. This one is a cotton sateen, and it's one of the poppy fabrics. Yeah. And it's called Handy. It's got this little print on it, this little ditzy sort of print. Now, they look a bit like hands, but they're not really hands, are they? Because there's only 4 fingers. I don't really know what they're supposed to be. Like maybe like little fans or something, I don't know. But from a distance, it's a very nice sateen. And it would be lovely. It's got a bit of body, so it'd be great for things like ultimate trousers, shorts, dresses. Just lots of uses. It's got a little bit of stretch because it's a cotton sateen with a bit of spandex in it. It does look, that's, yeah, a lot like the Kylie and the Machine handmade labels, but with 4 fingers, so that's fine. We're just representing people that only have 4 fingers. But yeah, I think it's really, really nice, and I honestly don't think I have ever sold an inch of this fabric, which is sad. It is black, Carol. Please feel sorry for the fabrics, everybody. Oh. They're okay, they're in a good home here. They're well looked after. So that is the Handy stretch cotton, and that one is £11 a metre. And if I remember rightly, I had to re-roll that entire roll onto a bolt. Yeah, it would make lovely trousers. Yeah, perfect. Remind me, Megan, who did the sashes? Whose is that pattern? I know the name, but my brain's not braining. Definitely for ultimate trousers. It's got that bit of structure to it that, you know, just adds that crispness. You don't always want drape, do you? Sometimes if you've got a more sort of solid style, you don't want them too floppy. Closet core, that's right. Yes, lovely. Right, okay. Next up, and again, this is another one of the poppy fabrics. This is a modal French terry. And, oh, thank you, Caroline. It's very kind. I just can't believe that, I know I had this next door, so it's been over a year that this has been sat on the shelf, and I cannot believe that this has not sold, because to me this is stunning. And it's called Windmills, and it's got these little, because they remind me of those little windmills that you get when you're a kid, you know, the ones on a stick that you put in your garden. And obviously we've got this lovely pale pink base, and I'll show you the terry. You can see the loops on the reverse. So it's not thick, it's not heavy like hoodie heavy, it's more of a t-shirt weight. Like, I'd say like a thick t-shirt, if you will, a good weight of t-shirt. But being modal, or Tencel, modal's the brand name, isn't it, for Tencel? You don't have to apologise for being late, it's not a register. But the drape on it is stunning, and I wish you could feel it through the screen, it's so soft. So I'm just surprised that this is still hanging about. I feel like it's just not had its moment in the sun, quite literally. I know I always go on about pyjamas, but this would be lovely for like nice soft summer pyjamas. But yeah, just really pretty, and not just for adults. I think that would be gorgeous on little ones as well. But yeah, underloved, underappreciated. Sometimes the best way to shift a fabric that that isn't selling through is to make something from it, and then that suddenly people view it in a new light then, because they can see it made up. But it just cheers me up, does that one. You've got battery problems. So do I with my my body. I'm tired today. Had a very busy week. And we're not done yet. We've got tomorrow to do too. And if it's not raining on Sunday, maybe some more painting, so. I'll be glad when we're through all of this work. Right. Now then. This is where I'm going to hope and pray that this is actually on the website, because that would explain why it's not moving. So our next unloved, underappreciated fabric is this fabulous cotton jersey. And it is stripy, and it's one of the glitter stripes. And the red stripe, if you can see that there, that's a little bit sparkly. But yeah, a standard sort of t-shirt weight cotton jersey with elastane. Nice thin stripe. Really, really nice. You probably will wear me out tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow though. We've got a lovely group coming in and everybody's staying all day. So yeah, I think that's gorgeous. Please, somebody tell me if it's not there. I will add it to the website later on. But it should be. But yeah, lovely. Oh, there's Nick, look. So, okay, I've just got one more to go without going into coatings. Oh, lovely, Lynn. Yeah, someone check for me. Could do with Carolyn to check, but I haven't seen Carolyn in a few weeks, so she's usually my website auditor. Oh, I know what you mean, Vicky. Oh, Nick's got battery problems as well. Everybody's on low batteries. Right. This, I can tell you, has not been sold because it's still taped up. And I know I've had this for over a year. Imagine the fact that I bought this entire roll of fabric. Oh, Nikki. What a shame. Right, this is a soft shell. And I think this is just the happiest fabric you've ever seen. Just look at it. It's glorious. Look at those little brollies. See, I got this in. I ordered it and I thought, oh, people are gonna love this. So I put it in the window. And people were like, oh, I love that fabric. And they'd be like, can I get some? And then I'd lift it down and they'd go, oh, what is it? Because it's a soft shell. And then they would just be freaked out by it, and yeah, and it's just never gone. So the reverse, the fleecy side, is a lovely olive green. So I just think that's brilliant. I would wear it. I think it's not just for kids, you know, but yeah, nice little anorak type things, or you could even do like little bags and bits and pieces out of it. It's just very, very cute. But yeah, it would be perfect in the Pride window. What can you make with soft shell? Coats, primarily. Also like little accessories, like maybe like dog coats, that kind of thing. They're good for that. Like I say, can be used in bag making. All sorts of things. I mean, it is sort of water resistant, so anything where you want it to be water resistant, you know, they've got the fact that it's got a soft fleecy lining towards the inside. Speaking of the sewing bee, they did do like a little outerwear challenge once, didn't they? Talking coats. Don't make me laugh. Yeah, poncho. Susie, you could make like a dry robe. Perfect, like a lightweight summer dry robe. But yeah, it's just fun, isn't it? You know, not everything has to be serious, which is good. So that's the last one of those. Now, let's catch up. Yeah, I said dog jackets, didn't I? Right. I've had a request through, and I don't know if Deb is on or if she's catching up later. I think she said she was catching up later, but she did ask if I would show from Mini Makes some suggestions for her 3-year-old grandson. She wants to make the little mini Juno t-shirt and leggings with the dinosaur spikes on. So this is for Deb. Now then, I think basically, because I know this feels like a very straightforward suggestion, but it's cotton jersey all the way with items like that, especially on children. We want those nice natural fibres. And if I was going for a little one of that age, you want to be going for those bright primaries. So I have pulled out, I think, a nice little selection along these lines. Ooh. So we've got a mess. We've got the royal blue, we've got emerald, got olive and ochre here, which I think make a nice little colour palette together. And then if there was a print that you wanted to put with them, I would put the little trucks and planes print alongside as well, and I think that coordinates really nicely with those colours. But if I was doing the thing with the whole spikes and everything like that, I'd be keeping to the planes. I think that's really nice. They're also a very good way to use up your scraps, aren't they? Has anybody made anything from this book yet? I've got my eye on making the mini indigo for Juliet. I think that would be really cute because I like this button back version here with the, yes, I like that. So there we go. Has anybody got anything else that they'd like to see whilst I'm here and I'm finishing my tea? You're making the indigo this weekend for a 1-year-old. Oh, I bet that's so cute. Yay, I think everyone's on the mini indigo. I do wish that she'd done a mini Erin dungarees. That would have just been perfect. Got hair in my mouth. Yeah. Oh, so what are we all sewing this weekend? I feel a bit worn out now that I've finished these trousers. Sort of, whew, on to the next thing. But my next project's going to be working on the sample for the next purple package. I can't tell you what's in it, but it will be launched on the 5th of June. So the fabric's coming next week. Fabric that I made my Ariels out of is the Ivy viscose linen blend. Currently out of stock. Somebody whipped the last of that the other day, but I have some more coming next week and some more colours in it, so keep an eye out for that coming. Simplicity 1110 tiered skirt. Ooh, is that a current one? That one, as if by magic. That's nice, isn't it? It's a bit like the True Bias Mauve, isn't it? I like it, very nice. Lovely. Ooh, very good. Yeah, or very secretive. Yeah, so I've got to be secretive about it because the pattern hasn't been released yet. So when you start seeing the teasers round and about, which I'm sure you will soon, bear in mind that that's going to be in a purple package. I've got the boxes here, I've got the fabric coming next week, and I've got the patterns on the way, so I'm very excited to do that again. And this time you'll be able to choose whether you want a pattern in the box or not. So, oh wow, that's a long trip to get your machine serviced. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just a bit worn out with that, but I actually did nick off with a bit of this one the other day. I succumbed and cut some of this Palm Fans viscose linen blend because isn't that just beautiful? And I want to make some wide leg summer trousers. I'm thinking either some really sort of like a nice flat waistband and palazzo style, or some elasticated waist ones. Can't make my mind up. I've got 2 patterns out. But yeah, that's just lovely, isn't it? I think that, yes, so I've pre-washed that. That's ready to go, but I do need to sew some other bits and pieces up first before I start cutting anything else out. Because I've got in a very bad habit of cutting projects out and not getting them sewn up. Okay. Received and washed my white embroidered cotton. Yay, lovely. Oh, great. Yeah, I did think about sapphire, but I don't know if it just needs to be a little bit more, just a little bit more put together. So, in fact, Sarah's on the live. Sarah was here the other day when I was going down the rabbit hole of looking at the patterns. I was making her looking at them. True Bias Emerson, yeah. I got a copy of that in. They're a bit cropped, aren't they, though? Kind of want that floor swishing. I think I don't have them to hand. I can see them, they're over there, but there's a couple of simplicities that I've pulled out, so I'll maybe show you those next time. But as I say, I'm going to do a mix video soon, and I'll do some sort of summer sewing plans on the back of that as well. Because when I was sorting out upstairs, I found, amongst many things, I found a cut-out project from last year that I didn't sew up. Do you remember the sew over it Sophia dress with the sort of tie back, the maxi? I'd cut that out in Fabric Godmother viscose. Fancy putting that to one side. But I think by the time I'd got around to sewing it, it was just not summer anymore, so I just parked them. But it's all cut out and ready to go, so I can pretty much get away with that. Yeah, all the trouser patterns that you're suggesting there, like Thea and Mitchell's and things, they're all trousers. I really just want something very simple. Right. Just hold on. Running around. So I was looking at, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be this one. This 8885, because not quite as wide. So you see View D there is not quite as wide, but they've got this lovely sort of flat waistband that then comes out. So that was one of the options, and the other one was this nice 8389. Quite like these on this lady here. They've got a little pleat in the top. Yeah, so they are my 2 choices, but I am leaning towards View D on that one there, because I don't know if you can see the line drawing, how it's just got that nice flat waistband and a side zip. I think that's just really chic, and that's kind of what I was aiming for. But yeah, probably. I think I've just made my mind up. Right, I'm going to get off. It's nearly gin o'clock. But I've got a bit of hoovering to do first, clean up all of my mess from my sewing this week. I've made such a state. But I hope everybody has a lovely weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing my lovely group of ladies tomorrow. A nearly new, surely battle leg isn't, has to be an autocorrect. What's a battle leg? So yeah, I totally digress. I've lost it now. I'm going home for a gin, because I have been looking out for a new flavour of Whitley Neal gin to come on offer, and my friend said to me, she sent me a message from Tesco today and was like, it's on offer. I was like, right, get me a bottle of that. So she's put it in my porch, so I'm going to go and have a nice G&T when I get in. I'm very much looking forward to that. Have an amazing weekend, everybody. I will see my social girls tomorrow, and the rest of you I will see next week. Take care, happy sewing, bye bye.